Hi, my name is Tracie Long and I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I was with my abuser for 11 years. When I had talked to my ex-husband about splitting up, I was supposed to get an apartment the next month, and that's when he tried to murder me. He stayed out with his friends all night and came home drunk. I woke up to him pulling me by my ankles to the end of the bed and trying to choke me to death. I managed to get down on the floor where he continuously kicked me in the head. Somehow, some miracle happened and I got to the bathroom and I was able to shut the door and lock it. And I ran to the neighbor's house in nothing but my underwear and a tank top. They didn't even recognize me, but they let me in at 3 o'clock in the morning and they saved my life. I was in the hospital for 6 days with a massive brain bleed. I had to learn how to talk again, but it's been 6 years of intense therapy. If it wasn't for Siskiyou County domestic violence, I don't know where I would be today.
We have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week hotline that anybody can call at any time with an advocate. We also have individual counseling. We have a peer support group. We provide legal advocacy in the forms of helping people with restraining orders.
My biggest misconception was I felt so alone and that nobody else could understand what I was going through. The best thing, in my opinion, was just being welcomed immediately with no judgment. They see these kinds of things all the time. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. They're just amazing over there.
At Siskiyou Domestic Violence and Crisis Center, our mission is to put ourselves out of a job, to one day have a world where there is no such thing as domestic violence or sexual assault. Initially, when I first got in, I was a little nervous, to be honest. I was like, I don't know if I can handle this. This is going to be so tough. But I soon realized that it was like the perfect job for me. I really love empowering women and building up their self-worth.
After I was hospitalized and I was released, it took me a couple of years to get my head on straight. It's not an easy healing journey. I have a really amazing support system, and with Siskiyou County domestic violence and my friends and my family, I started to come out of it and I started to paint. Painting's been my therapy for a long time, and it's where I can release a lot of things. And I found that being creative and going after my goals, you can do so many things that you don't think that you're capable of doing when you're in an abusive relationship. If I thought for 1 second that I would be sitting here, owner of Spill the Tea, 6 years ago, it would have been kind of laughable to that former version of myself because of how defeated and how low my self-worth was. But we are worth it. Women are worth it. You're worth it to get out of these situations because you can change your life in ways that you can't even imagine. Life can be so much better than what you're in right now. So my plans for the future are obviously to grow Spill the Tea, hopefully get a brick and mortar, and also finish my training for domestic violence advocacy. And hopefully I can help women go through what they're going through with Siskiyou County domestic violence just like they did for me.